Wake up and smell the coffee, Mr. LaRusso.
Extreme situations require extreme measures.
Yo guys, back to Cobra Kai Karate. Welcome back to a brand new video. And guys, we have the Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 2 trailer is out. It is out. And I already reacted to it. I checked out my reaction. I have some concerns, but overall, I think it was a good trailer. I feel like there was more stuff they could have done, but make it more exciting. But overall, what they did show was exciting. The fights were awesome. Some of the arcs they're going to go for is pretty cool. But we're going to break it all down. I'm going to try to leave my opinion out of it for the most part. I'm just going to try to break it down. But I definitely will share my opinion on some of the stuff. And then we're just going to break down what's in there, what we missed, and what to expect from these scenes that are probably a little bit confusing. We're going to break it down. Let's do this. Here we go. All right, guys. So here we are in the official trailer. We're just going to play a little bit of it, and then we're going to talk about it scene by scene. Let's start with the first scene. Here we go.
Competitors and senseis.
Welcome to the world's greatest karate tournament.
Okay, so starting right here, we just see obviously the plane. This is where, the plane. We saw this at the end of part 1. We see all them entering the Saigai Taikai. We see them all going in there. We obviously see them talking here. And here's some new scenes here.
Saigai Taikai!
Come on, y'all, let's go!
Okay, so this is our first set of fights we see. Obviously, we see them talking about let's go. This was like it's going to be the first day of them fighting. We see Sam fighting, Dimitri fighting. We see Hawk fighting, but Hawk gets kicked back. And this is one of my favorite part of the trailer. These fights are brutal. People are getting hit hard, bad. You see Devin get hit hard there. Hawk gets kicked in the face. I think he has a wound, or well, I can't say his damn name. You guys know his name. And yeah, just some brutal, hard fights. And that's what my favorite part about this. And then obviously we get this scene right here.
Welcome to Barcelona, bitch.
Okay, so we see this girl, or we just see Tori get shot down. Now this is a different scene. You can see her wearing the gray. She's not being thrown down by the gray. So this looks more like it's Devin getting thrown down, and then we see Zara saying this to maybe Tori. Now, this girl, if you guys don't know this is Zara. So Zara is a new character they announced. She's going to be a villain for this new dojo called the Iron Dragons. The Iron Dragons are a dojo that are going to have a new sensei. Now, this dojo was speculated for Silver to be the sensei. But since we didn't see any Silver, now I don't know. Now, we do know who the sensei is. He's going to be more in this trailer later on. But yeah, we're going to get to that a little bit. But this girl seems like a problem. She reminds me of Season 2 Tori. And that is not a good thing, may I say.
Barcelona, bitch.
There's no way that we can win. At this point, I'd rather not lose any more brain cells.
We knew this wasn't going to be easy.
Okay, so we get some scenes, obviously, them at a hotel, and obviously Dimitri, being Dimitri, doesn't have a lot of faith, doesn't have a lot of hope. They all seem pretty disappointed. We kind of knew this was going to happen. They're not going to, this is a very hard site. This is not just an all valley. This is a big competition.
We knew this wasn't going to be easy. Cobra Kai is one dojo out of 16. It's not us against them anymore.
Okay, so this is interesting. We see them training, and it looks like this is going to be the Cobra Kai dojo at the place. We see Tori working out there. Then he says Cobra Kai is one dojo out of 16. It's not us against him anymore. So there's going to be 16 dojos here, and that's pretty interesting. And that's also true. I know the rival of Cobra Kai will still be strong, but like there's going to be a lot of other dojos competing in a high level that could interfere with that. So, yeah.
Dojo out of 16. It's not us against them anymore.
Here's some more interesting stuff here. We see this other dojo. I can't really tell who it is, really. But this is another dojo. We see the Zara girl again hitting someone. It's like the Buck dojo? I don't know. And then we see Tori looking at something. Not sure what's going on here. We see Kim Da-eun looking at like she's looking for her reaction on something. Maybe it's like Robbie or something. I don't know. But yeah. And then here's a pretty big scene here.
Tori chose the other side. But we can't keep letting her get in our heads like this.
You have the opportunity of a lifetime to be captain, and you're completely blowing it.
So a lot of interesting stuff here. So it starts off with Sam saying Tori chose the other side. And we see Tori and Robbie looking at something. This could be Tori. And then we see this is Tori versus Sam again in Miyagi-Do Cobra Kai. I love this shot, by the way. And then we see this. This is one of the most weirdest thing I see in this trailer. Because we see Gwan kind of hugging her, doing something, and Robbie's looking at this like really mad. Now, I don't think that Tori's gonna cheat on him or anything. I think Tori is just like really sad and down, and Guan's just gonna play into that on her emotions just to get at Robbie, and I think that's what's going on here. And I feel like this is gonna really get in Robbie's head. I feel like Robbie's gonna go down a dark path, and I think that indicated in the next scene we're gonna get to in a little bit. But if you guys do not know, this is the exact same photo we saw inside this right here, where we see Robbie and Tori look at each other. We saw this a little while back, so yeah. And then we see another fight, and this looks like a really interesting fight. It looks like Devin versus, I can't really tell. Or you know what? That's Robbie. I am so sorry, Robbie. I did not mean that. But yeah, we got Robbie fighting someone. And is he fighting Tori? Okay, I'm just finding this out now. Okay, so this is not just a breakdown. This is kind of me just finding out about it and breaking it down. Because there's stuff that I might have missed. Bro, is that... Okay, so we got Robbie fighting Tori. This is interesting. We also see Kenny in the background. So yeah, Kenny will join the Saga Taika. If you guys do not know that, he is going to join. What I think is going to happen is Devin's going to get kicked out when they find out, or she's going to leave, and they're going to bring Kenny in. But Tori versus Robbie. This is... So they're not going to do the boy and girl split. They're going to do them together. And I'm not the biggest fan of that. I feel like, okay, we got the boyfriend and girlfriend fighting from the separate rival dojo. I feel like that's just a little too much. And then Tori knocks Robbie down. I'm just really curious how this fight's gonna play out. But then you have an opportunity to be a captain, and you're completely blowing it. This is where I think Robbie's gonna start feeling down. He's gonna start, getting his head's gonna be in the wrong place, and he's not gonna be fighting how he should be fighting. And we already know Miguel. He really wants to be a part of this. He really wants to be the captain. And Robbie has that, and he's just not doing it as he should. You see Miyagi-Do fall all the way down to 17. I mean, you got the freaking Nubula Damba over them. Like, this is just not good. So, yeah.
Opportunity of a lifetime to be captain. I mean, you're completely blowing it.
Let's see what you got.
Okay, so this right here is really interesting. We see a brutal punch by Axel. This is another guy we're going to talk about in a little bit. Punches Robbie right in the face. Blood goes everywhere. These fights are going to be brutal and bad, and you can expect someone to get injured bad. We also see Guan saying, let's see what you got.
Some of us have nothing to lose. But not you. You got a lot to lose.
Okay, so this is our intro. We see Kreese talking to them. He says, some of us has nothing to lose. Talking about himself, I can see. We see them talking to each other. Then we see the title, The Fight for Their Life. But you got a lot to lose. And we see the scene where he looks at Miyagi again. I'm curious what this exactly means, what they're going to find out about Miyagi. And you also see this scene of Miguel just breaking down next to John. I don't know what's going to happen or what's happening. We don't know. But something tragic is going to happen. Maybe someone gets injured. Maybe he just feels like he's losing his confidence. We don't know.
A lot to lose.
I know Americans. You have no idea what it takes to win. Here in Barcelona. It's Barcelona, dipshit.
Okay, so this is the new guy. This is the sensei of the, does that say vampires in the background? All right, I'm getting distracted. This is the sensei of the Iron Dragons. And we see him, I forgot his name, but he says, I know Americans. He says, you have no idea. We see him slap Axel, which is his top student. We see Sam looking at this. I feel like Sam could start feeling bad for Axel, because we see a scene that was a while back. We see them on a beach talking to each other. So that's interesting of how that's going to play out. And then we see this right here. I know what it takes to win. We see them fighting like a top thing. This is going to be very tense. And we see the people fighting. It's the Iron Dragons versus the West End Warriors. So this is not against Cobra Kai. But yeah, someone gets really kicked off. This is the Zara girl kicking the girl off. And he's here in Barcelona. Obviously, John making fun of him. And here's the thing. I don't mind new characters, but I feel like we shouldn't have a new villain. I feel like the villain should either be Kreese or Silver. This is the last season. Let's not bring in new guys. Let's stick with the guys we have now. But then we got some worse scenes.
We've heard all this garbage going around about loyalty. But almost all of us are trained somewhere else at some point. What matters?
Okay, so this is a lot of interesting stuff. We've heard a lot of garbage going around about loyalty. This must be a speech. We see Miguel kind of walk out madly, and he just looks Johnny down. Some argument's going to happen, maybe about the whole captain thing, or if Tori. I'm not sure. We see Tori training there, talking to someone. She's not comfortable there at all. Then we see this right here. This is like a training somewhere. Looks like a really interesting place here. And then we obviously see them training here. A lot of cool training scenes here. I love these new these areas they're shooting at. It looks beautiful. And he says what matters most is that we're here now. And we see this just looking at each other. And here's one of my most favorite things. We see Johnny and Chris looking at each other, and he pushes him and pushes him back. I think this says something about Miyagi. I feel like this is what he gets. This is what triggers him the most. I think this says something about Miyagi, and that's gonna make him mad.
We're Miyagi-Do. We're not losing. So wipe the smirks off their ugly faces.
All right, so we were trying to say we are Miyagi-Do. Like, this is Miyagi-Do. This is who we are. So it's kind of funny now he admits it. But yeah, we see Robbie get back up. There's a fight between Guan. I feel like this is where Robbie's going to win because we do see elimination round 2. So one of these dojos are going to get eliminated. Miyagi-Do or Cobra Kai, or one of these students could get eliminated. And I think it has to be, but we also see Miguel quit Guan right here. So, or that could be, yeah, that's Guan. So maybe Miguel beats Guan or Robbie beats Guan. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, I feel like Robbie or Miyagi-Do has to win this fight against Cobra Kai. Okay, so more crazy stuff going on. We see this fight with Sam and Hawk side by side against Cobra Kai students. I feel like this is going to be the partner fights that they're going to announce or do in here. We also see this fight, and this is now, like I said, this is more like they just beat him up to beat him up. And what's really interesting about this, we have a Cobra Kai student pushing back Guan. That's Guan right there. Guan's in the background, and the Cobra Kai student's pushing him back. So this is very confusing. We see Sam fighting them. I mean, maybe he just got pushed towards him. Maybe it's just an angle, but it almost looks like the Cobra Kai student is trying to push Guan back. Unless that's not Guan, I mean, that's definitely Guan. So this is another curious scene, but I don't know where the hell they are. It looks like a street. We would see more fights of Robbie. Really cool fights here. We see Kenny and Dimitri fighting. That's a really cool shot. We see Daniel looking up at something. We see, I think that's, is that Devin? Or I can't tell what that is, but she kicks someone in the face. Another brutal hit. That's Tori. Sorry, Tori. And then we see people watching from the TV, and they look really shocked. So yeah, all these people watching from TV, I feel like they're going to see someone get injured, and that's what's going to happen. That's what this shot is. And here's the most interesting stuff. We see Robbie screaming, and we see a guy with a knife. So I think they're going to bring in knife fights. I don't think anyone's going to get killed or anything, but they're going to bring this in. And who this exactly is, I heard people say, oh, is this Silver? I don't think it's Silver. I think this could just be, it looks more like Guan. They have a black, it looks like it is a Cobra Kai, because we know the Iron Dragons are gray. So we'll have to wait and see who this exactly is. And there it is. Now, no Silver this trailer. I'm a little disappointed, but there's the breakdown of everything you might have missed, or if you want to get more in-depth thoughts on it, there it is. Pretty interesting trailer. Definitely, I really wish you saw Silver, and how I'm kind of confused on how he's going to fit in the season now. I am going to make a video about that soon, but there's the trailer, and yeah. So there it is, guys. Let me know what you think about the trailer. Let me know what you think about the stuff happening in the trailer in the comments down below. I'm going to make more videos about this soon. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you guys next time. Always remember, extreme measures. Peace.